This is a Wackernussen 4 horsepower, and what we're going to try to do is put some wheels on it. This is something that I want to be able to make a little more handy. We're building trails and stuff with it, have it in and out of the woods, up and down the hills. So it is really heavy to transport. So what I have found I'm going to do, I have some pipe that I'm going to weld here, and then the wheels, you can see I found a bolt. It's just what I had. Best thing would probably be a shaft if you could get some. This is just what I already had, so I think it'll be worth fine. And we're going to put that in there. And then I'll go ahead, drill a hole in the bolt, put a washer on the end of it, and put a pin through it so it can't slide off. And then when we're not wanting to transport it, I think I'm going to take the pipe that I use here and just put some uprights here. And what I'll do then is just drop that down on here. That way it'll hold it and it'll store both the wheels next to each other. Then we don't take them off. You put them somewhere else, you're never going to find them, never going to use them again. So I want to be able to keep the wheels with the compactor. So I know that probably over time the threads are going to wear and stuff like that, but this isn't something that gets used very often. So we're going to try this and see how long it lasts. So let's go. First thing I want to do is figure out how long I need these tubes. Leave a little bit of a gap for a washer here as well. Don't know how far forward I'm going to put them yet. Say the farther forward, the more weight it'll take off of the compactor, which will make it easier to carry. But there's a little lip here that I'll probably notch out of the pipe. Remember, I'm going to need a little bit to stick out so I can put a pin in there as well. So I'd say 1.5 inches will be fine. Maybe even 1.75 inches. Let's do that. 1.75 inches. We'll go ahead and cut 2 of those. Alright, so what I ended up coming up with here is I found a piece of metal. It gives me that thickness, that little bit of a lip difference, and this sits flush now. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these plates to the actual compactor, one on each side, and then I'll weld the piece of pipe to this. This will be easier for if I ever need to change this out or anything like that. It'll be a lot easier to maintain and replace. With this, hold up here. I'm going to set it all the way up to that edge. Can't really see there. And then the wheel, I've got enough sticking off right here. Just go ahead and drill a hole through. But here, this will allow it to support the wheel as much as possible and not allow it to hang at all. So we'll go ahead and clean all this up and then weld these on. Alright, I'm just going to tack all this stuff in place and give it a try and see how it works. what it does. It may fail completely. Not sure if it's got enough weld on it for right now. I just want to try it. I think that'll be all we need. Right now I'm going to mount these little spacers here, one on each side, and all this is going to do is just hold the wheel in place while we're not using them. Just do one side by side. I think that there shouldn't be any issues. One thing I am a little worried about is as this thing vibrates, kind of this thing playing around in here, but we'll go ahead and weld it and see what it does. I got it all finished up. The only thing I didn't do is drill the holes in these bolts yet, but I don't have the pin, so I don't know what side yet. So give you a little walkthrough. Nothing crazy, but pretty simple. Pretty happy with it. Make life a little bit easier. So I'll show you again. Just hold these spacers on, hold the wheel on. These spacers here. Like I said, I'll put a pin here, hold it in place. Yeah, turned out pretty good. Quick, easy project. Just to make life a little bit easier. Thank you.